Hi, Bor here with another Escape from Tarkov guide. In this one I'll be talking about magazine presets and why it's a feature you should not sleep on. It was just recently added in patch 0.14 and no question asked, it's my favorite feature so far introduced into the game. Let's start with the basic first. You can access this by clicking on any magazine and creating new preset. So two parts of this are very straightforward. Top, that means what rounds will go on the top, and bottom, what will actually go on the bottom of the magazine. But here's this kind of enigmatic section of loop, which may be really confusing to some people. So let's go through this. With the ammo scarcity we have right now in Tarkov, you want to really preserve your high penetration rounds, unless you're swimming with them, which probably not gonna be at this point in the wild. So we wanna to always load in the highest penetration round at the top of your magazine. The reason for this is you either gonna straight up kill your enemy while spraying with those first bullets, or you're gonna actually destroy their armor enough so the less penetration round can finish the job. Now, to guarantee kill in that case, if you'll be lucky enough to actually go for full spray, I really like to load the high penetration round also at the bottom of the magazine. So from 30 bullets in magazine, 10 of the rounds are actually predetermined right now. Now the loop is very convenient here because we can use it simple way. Let's say all we want to use now is just filler max. So we just save this as our test. As you can see, the magazine is fully loaded, even though we didn't specify all 30 rounds. It's because of the loop mechanic. What happens here is the game loads top and bottom and then fill up the rest of the mag with anything you specify in the loop. So this is the basic setup, but what if you want to go with actually something better? So one thing you have to know about the loop is the order you actually specify here will be the reverse order of bullets in your magazine. So let's say in the middle of our magazine we want to have some extra high penetration rounds. If I would save this magazine like this, I would load 5 rounds of BT, then I will round 1 round of BT on top of that, and then 4 rounds of FMJ. So in order to make this loop actually make much more sense, we're gonna switch the order here, and now we're gonna load 5 of BT, and then we're gonna loop with 4 FMJs and 1 BT until we actually run out of space. So we have this magazine, let's save it, let's load the magazine. As you can see, one of the amazing features is here that the magazine just got swapped like that. The bullets just magically came out of your magazine and were filled with the another stuff. Huge time saver when you actually have to operate with a lot of magazine. Let's load this one. Let's make sure there's nothing in the chamber of our AK. Load this new preset magazine and let's go to the hideout to test how it actually works. So as you can see, we have some BT rounds here now. So you remember, first 5 rounds were BT. So if we make our loop correctly, the next round here should not be BT, but should be actually FMJ. And here we are. As you can see, another round is also FMJ. So we shot 4 FMJ rounds, and the next round is BT round, as we wanted in our preset. And as you can imagine, the loop will continue, and the 5 last bullets in our magazine are actually gonna be BT rounds. As you can see, this trick will not only limit the time you have to spend managing your magazines, you can actually fine-tune your magazines to be more deadly. But this is not over, so you can actually access all the saved presets here. One of the things, if this whole loop situation is not something you want to use, or if you want to make your magazines even more specialized, you can actually switch those sections, as you can see. So now we have 2 bullets that we can specify to go on the top of the magazine, and actually 2 bullets we can put at the bottom of magazine. You can actually interchange this as much as you want. You always need to have at least 1 loop section, so you can't like entirely get rid of it, but that should be more than enough to fine-tune your magazine to your liking. So like if you don't want to use the loop feature, you could maybe go with something like this. So that way you basically did the same thing, maybe much more visually pleasant way. One of the nice features here is you can actually prepare magazines for different calibers, even if you don't have the magazine right now in your stash. You can actually select the caliber of the round you want. As you can see, it did reset everything. So let's say we want to snipe, and the sniper of our choice is gonna be SVD for Punisher questline. We probably want to go with the high penetration round here, but we don't want to always check our magazine of how many rounds we have. You're probably still gonna do this, but this is a really nice indicator of when you're actually running low on ammunition. And you can, let's say, fill up the bottom of it with 3 tracer rounds. Or let's say you want to have this tracer round somewhere in the middle of the magazine. You can really go wide with this and make the magazines as perfect to your need as you actually want. Alright, that's all in this one. I hope it was helpful to some extent, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.